have one simple tip that will help you win more fights with your gun builds in Call of Duty. Listen, fellers, you want more kills, you want a higher KD, you want to stop getting outgunned by players that look like they have no attachments in multiplayer. Let's be real here. You're trying to level guns up. I feel you. I'm with you right now. I'm vibing with you, fellers. Okay? Let's just think real quick about Call of Duty. Quick snapshot overview. If you're playing Warzone, and most of the gun builds out there are for Warzone, you're taking long range. We're shooting long on the engagement side, right? Building to building, 50 to 100 meters with ARs. We're not taking a lot of close range fights because most fights in Warzone are on a huge map and pretty spread out when you first engage. And the time to kill with 3 plates and health is super duper high. So you have to be extremely accurate and engage from distance. Multiplayer is the opposite of that. You are face to face. It's almost impossible to get that long shot challenge done. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. I know I'm right. I've been there too. I'm with you. Okay. You're face to face, close engagement, and you just need to get that time to kill to be as quick as possible. Those 4 or 5 shots it takes to actually knock a player with almost every single weapon, you've got to do super quick. The thing you can control when you're playing Call of Duty, you can control your aim, how fast you snap to targets and how well you acquire targets and maintain targets with your aim, and how you control recoil. You can practice those things. You can improve on those things, fellers. We can get better together. We can go to the firing range and work on that. Those are the only 2 things, once you have a weapon in your hands, that you can control in game. Everything else is your weapon build. So let's build a gun that improves our time to kill and our effectiveness in multiplayer. Let's jump over here to the M4A1 and show you. This is what most people do when they get into Call of Duty. They go into the gun and they go, all right, stock here. Well, this is pretty big. Aiming stability and recoil control. I'm going to put more shots on target. Yes. Barrel. All right. Bullet velocity and damage range. Yeah, I want more damage. Heck yeah. Nailed it. They go up to optic and they go, where's that VLK 4.0 optic? I got to have me that one. Everybody runs it. And they start here and they go, oh, I'm going to need lots of ammo. So they go down to magazine. They grab that 60 round mag and they go, all right, bring it. Now look down here in the left-hand corner. Do you see this? They've now created a gun that does a ton of damage and is super accurate and is almost impossible to handle. The ADS speed on this weapon is going to be garbage. So let me show you guys a better way and show you how to build a gun so that your acquisition to target and your first shots hit before the other players. All right, so let's build the M4 like we're actually going to win fights in Call of Duty. Now, the only thing you need to focus on is ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. The faster you can take that weapon and pull it up from a run and ADS and get shots on target, that is going to get you wins. That is all that matters, because remember, we can aim on our own. We don't need any help. We don't have to worry about weapon sway because we've learned to improve on that. And we can control recoil because we can build this gun and practice with it and get better with it in the firing range in like 10 minutes. We've practiced that. You can practice that. That's what we're going to do. So let's take this gun. Let's go to stocks. Look at this. Start at the beginning here. Aim, walking speed, and sprint speed. That doesn't help us at all. Let's look at this one. Sprint speed, aim, walking speed, crouch movement, aim down sight speed. We've improved aim down sight speed. Now it hurts recoil control, but that's okay. We got a little bit of handling up. This is the opposite of what we want. That's what most people are going to build with. And this is the ultimate. This is super fast. Look at those mobility and handling. The handling is your ADS. Look how good that is. If you're worried about your flinch and maybe your recoil, do the demo fade. But we're going to go to the buffer tube. Go all out here. Go buffer tube. Everything's close range. Who really cares? We're going to hit shots. Usually you need is a short barrel. This is not a short barrel. It hurts aim down sight speed. This is a short barrel that improves hip fire control and aim down sight speed. That's awesome. And so does this one. Which one works better here? This is movement and aim down sight, and this is hip fire. We don't want a hip fire. We want an ADS. So let's go ahead and do this one. It hurts recoil, but we get better movement and better aim down sight. Let's go there. Let's go to laser. Now, this is a bit of a preference thing. You want to find a laser that improves aim down sight speed. That's, again, that handling metric at the bottom, and it says it in the pros. Now, you can get a bunch of these that also are visible in ADS. I recommend strongly against this, okay? That tells everybody where you are. If you're running a laser in multiplayer that is visible at hip or ADS, as soon as you aim down sights of that weapon and try to hold an angle on a guy that's coming, he knows you're there. And he knows right where you're aiming and where you're coming from. I almost never run one of these lasers on my guns because the benefits really don't outweigh the risks here. This handling is good. This one's incrementally better, right? It's not worth aiming stability because we're just snapping to targets for the most part. It's probably not worth it. I don't think anything else for the ARs really makes that much of a difference because all the other ones are visible. So I usually take whatever improves aim down sight speed and isn't visible. Look how much we've already improved the handling on this gun. Some guns, you can go in to magazine and actually take a smaller mag. If you're running fast hands and have a really fast reload, that might even be worth it too. So right now, we've already wildly improved this gun. If you put an optic on this gun, it's usually going to hurt your ADS. Now, what you have to look at is that handling metric down here at the bottom and how much they hurt it. If you just can't shoot with the gun's iron sights, and I'm like this, fellers, I can't shoot with some of the iron sights on the guns. The PDSW, I can't track anybody because I can't see anything below. If they jump, I'm in trouble. So what I often do is run a 1x optic in multiplayer. So I run this 1x mini optic here. It works really well for me. You can run any of the 1x optics you want that hardly affect handling. The problem is once you get anywhere past this to these 3 and 4 times, you start to really hurt ADS speed. You can really feel this as well as your aim walking speed, which hurts. Now, the secret to this, most weapons have a suppressor that you can run that doesn't hurt aim down sight speed. For this one, it's the ECHOLINE. Damage range goes down a little bit, but you get silence on the minimap, and that's huge. So guys, in recap, if you're building a gun for use in Modern Warfare multiplayer, ADS should be the only thing that matters. Build your gun for ADS. Don't use the long times optics. Don't use big heavy stocks. Make the gun as fast as possible and practice with it. Now, if you fellas want more tips and tricks, stay tuned. We're going to have a whole bunch more of them coming up soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do this. Tell me how it works. Come back, tell me in the comments. Watch stream and let me know. And remember to take your meds.